Bob Haberkorn from RGO Futures, a division of StoneX, coming to you on Wednesday, October 8th, to talk to you about the silver and gold market. And what a day to be talking about it. Silver is on a tear again, up another $1.30 today after a sell-off yesterday. Gold cleared 4,000 pretty easily. There was expected to be a little bit of a battle at that $4,000 level, but with the types of buyers that are coming into this market, it doesn't feel like price is important to them. They just want gold. What we're seeing and hearing is it is central bank buying. Central bank buying also coupled with some large sovereign funds as well as large investors looking for gold exposure. 2-3 weeks ago, you had Morgan Stanley come out with the recommendations of considering that 60-20-20 portfolio, 60% equities, 20% bonds, 20% precious metals, gold. That came out. So, I think you've got home offices, high net worth individuals looking to add gold regardless of where the price is at. And I expect this trend to continue because there is, a lot of money on the sidelines still. And they're, hungry for gold, hungry for safety right now. The most impressive thing about this gold rally, I had a conversation today with somebody, is that stocks are at all-time highs. Bond yields are high, but yet gold continues to make highs. And typically over the last few years, when stocks do sell off, commodities in general all do pull back, gold included. You'd think when the stock sells off, or you'd want safety, people would rush to gold. That's not the case typically over the last few years. You can see that during COVID. When the stock market sold off, everybody rushed to cash. This move, though, this feels different. I think when the stocks do roll over, and I don't know when that will be, they feel pretty heavy to me up here. On the future side, I think you will see gold maintain and actually go up. I think you'll see assets move out of these tech stocks and into gold, regardless of the price. If we have a sell-off, I know October typically can be a bad month. Not trying to be superstitious, but a lot of the big moves down in stocks have come in the month of October. I can see a sell-off coming, not being the big sell-off that a lot of people talk about and throw out there, but a sell-off coming and gold going up with it. As that money exits the stock market, I could see it going into gold. We're almost at 4,100 right now. Something else that's really interesting in the gold and silver side of the business here is if you look at physicals, we do futures. That's what we do. We do options on futures. I always look at spot price though. I look at the different physical dealers, the people that sell the bullion, and see what they're showing spot at, to see what they're selling at. Just this morning, silver spot was at 49.34. The December futures contract was trading at 48.50. So we've got a big spread difference right now between spot and futures prices. What does that indicate? It indicates that there's demand now. People want gold, they want silver, they want it now. Out in the future, as you go further out, they want it now. They want to have the physical and they want exposure to it. So if that tells you anything, that tells me that gold and silver have a lot more upside. Just the fact that premium, the spot right now is higher than the December futures is very telling. The way to capitalize on this right now, if you're not in futures, would be to look at, of course, you can just buy a futures contract. It is risky. It is, the silver is a volatile investment, and so is gold. But you can do options. And I like to use options to capitalize for leverage. You can go out and buy bullion, but you don't get the leverage. And leverage, some investors want leverage, others don't, and that's fine. There's a lot of people that just don't want the risk at night or whatnot for silver to drop $1 and each contract is, the equivalent to losing $5,000. Because with a silver future contract, you are controlling 5,000 ounces of silver. If you go to the store or the bullion and you buy 1 ounce of silver, if it goes down $1, you're down $1. If it goes up $1, you're up $1. But if you want leverage, and leverage is not suitable for everyone, but if you want leverage, you can buy options on futures, which will limit your risk. If you spend $2,000 on a call option and silver goes up, that $2,000 might become worth $4,000. It might be $5,000. However far past it goes. If you wanted specifics on this, on how options can work to give you that leverage with a limited risk, give us a call. Give me a call, shoot an email. I'd be more than happy to go through it with you. Lay out what you're looking at. What's your risk tolerance? What are your ideas? Where do you think silver and gold are going to? Platinum too. Don't forget about platinum. Platinum hit 1,700 today. It looks like it's going to 2,000 here shortly, probably by year's end. And you could do options on those as well. But you could open up with 10,000 and you could come up with an option play where the max risk is whatever you spend on it. So if you buy an option for 4,000, that's the max risk. There's a lot of different things we can look at and show you to increase your leverage in this move. I think the move is for real. I think it's going to continue. I go out and I look and I try to find a reason why gold, silver, platinum would pull back here. And I don't see many. I see many reasons why it's going to continue to go up. And I think we have a lot more room on the upside. So any questions, like I said, if you want leverage and you want to know how to manage the leverage, call us. That's what we do. And it's another avenue you could go in your portfolio, your investments, to get exposure to this versus just buying bullion, which I think everyone should do as well. You can look at the ETFs, the SLVs, the GLDs, mining companies, the mining stocks. But for leverage, silver and gold, platinum futures are the vehicle, the way to go. That's what they're intended for. And if you want to limit your risk, again, you can use options, and we can help you with a strategy that will be limited risk and explain to you how it would work. Any questions? Like I said, please feel free to give me a call here at RGO Futures. I'd be more than happy to go through it. Have a great day, and let's see silver hit 50 here shortly. Take care.
The risk of loss in trading futures and/or options is substantial, and each investor and/or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by simulated historical tests of strategies, is not indicative of future results.